Sadhana is the practice of spiritual growth. Now when you do this sadhana, Shwasa Dhane Sadhana, the breath is the practice of spiritual growth. When you constantly breathe, it gets subtler and subtler into life energy. And when you get life energy control, it dissolves the karma which are latent in the pranic lotuses of your spine. So your destiny is in your spine. Your destiny is in your spine. You don't expect me to get more specific than this, do you? Is this specific enough for you? So therefore, does it give you something to strive for? Because the only purpose of man's sojourn on this earth is to seek God. But the question is, it is so slow. If I'm chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare, I will get there. No doubt. I will get there. Even if I start walking from here to Santa Clara, definitely I'll get there. But if I take a car, I will get there faster. So this is the lightning path. People of eagle hearts cannot wait to see their beloved. Their beloved is God. And He is camouflaged behind the smile of your loving girlfriend. He is camouflaged between the beautiful red Ferrari that you own. And they are very possessive, and it's good here in America. I saw a guy with a Ferrari, and at the back number plate it was written, "She's red, she's hot, and she's mine." You want to totally possess that car, and it's okay. So I asked him, "Where's your girlfriend?" And he said, "It doesn't matter, it's this thing." But you touch his car and say, don't touch the car. So that's his new girlfriend. That's okay. But it is God which is giving him the joy behind the Ferrari. It's God which is giving you the joy behind the loving arms of your husband. It's God that is behind giving you the joy of the food that your wife cooks for you. Everything behind every good action is God. But you get deluded. You get deluded into these minor things and forget the goal. Leonardo tried to bring a technique of Heda Khan Babaji from this thing. I had a talk with Heda Khan Babaji. I told him, this is Leonardo. He's gone off the track. Instead of preaching divinity, he preached immortality. Immortality is a byproduct of divinity, not immortality for itself. And also the Nath Yogis and the Siddhas of the Himalayas do not do body immortality for the sake of immortality. They keep a fine body, the rainbow body full of light, free from the ravages of time. Not because they want a divine body of rainbow light, free from the ravages of time. But because they want such a body so that in a healthy body temple they can house a healthy God. That more of the divinity will come into them. So divinity, God, the divine consciousness itself is the sole purpose of your sojourn on this earth. Not the yogic beauty spa of body immortality. That's the spa. And you go to the yogic spa, your cells will stop, degenerating. They will stop. But that will happen. Don't focus on that. It will happen by virtue of your yearning for God. It takes a long time. If I go from here to Santa Clara walking or to San Francisco, it will take me some days. If I go by car, it's faster. If I go by the speed of light, if I travel at the speed of light, it will take me 8 minutes from here to the sun. Take me a few seconds from here to the moon. It's faster. But if I have to cross the universe, if I have to cross the universe at the speed of light, then 10 million? 100 million? 100 million light years.
10 billion.
10 billion. That is the galaxy, not the, did I say universe?
The universe.
If I cross the galaxy, then it will take 100 million years, 100 million light years. But if I cross the galaxy 500 times, 5 million times the speed of light, it will take 2 or 3 months. If I travel at 70 billion times the speed of light, it will take me 2.5 to 3 months to cross the whole universe. So this is the expanse. But what happens in meditation? Light, space and time becomes gravitational. It becomes the gurutva, the gravity of the inner knowing of God. And God has no time. His center is everywhere. His circumference is nowhere. He is boundless. That is the person about whom we are talking, about whom we are searching. Of course, I cannot tell you the essence of it. I can only tell you the pointers. I can tell you about you, how you can get to the being about whom naught may be said. So I'm talking about everything but that being about whom naught may be said. But still it's just so encouraging. It points the direction. It gives you the way. It shows you the light. What does the Guru do? He's the lighthouse. He's the navigator. He shows you the light. Takes you avoiding the pitfalls which he has been through, which you don't have to go through. Therefore, it's necessary for a master to guide the disciple along the path. Aye?
Aye.
Now, it takes a million years to express cosmic consciousness, which is also called the Krishna consciousness. This is all self-realization, just a wee bit below God realization. It's also called the Christ consciousness. It is called the Nath Mandala, that's connected with us. The Nath Mandal or the Buddha field. So to get to the Buddha field, to get to your beloved Krishna or your Christ or your divine goddess, whoever, you would not like to practice for a million years. It's too long for the brain cells to express cosmic consciousness. Kriya Yoga, Babaji's Kriya Yoga is the lightning path. It is the lightning path which makes you speed up your evolution. And I'm giving you an approximation. If you do 144 of the Kriya, you will reach in a certain time. If you do it faster, if you do 10 to 16 hours, 18 hours a day, you'll get self-realized or God-realized in 3 years. If you do 8 to 10 hours a day, it will take you 6 years. If you do about 6 to 8 hours a day, it will take you about 12 years. And if you do 2 hours to 3 hours a day, it will take you 24 years. So 2 to 3 hours or 2 hours is enough. That is the group which I am dealing with here, about 1 to 2 hours a day, which they can comfortably do without upsetting their day-to-day program, their chores, which they call, their work is called here. When they go and do some work, they say here, I've got to run my errands. So they're going to run their errands. So they've got a lot of time to run the errands. But then who's going to run the errand of God? We have God's errands to run also. And where do we run God's errands? We run them in the spinal cord, up and down and up and down, till the messenger of the errand itself and God become one. This is the purpose of running all errands, to become one with the errand and the object. So, this is what Kriya Yoga is all about. It is called the lightning path also. It speeds up the evolution of consciousness. I am not here to teach you any religion or cult. I am not here to convert you to Islam or the Muslim religion. Neither am I here to make you a Jehovah's Witness or a Hare Krishna or a Shaivite or a Siddha Yogi. I am here to tell you about you. I am here to tell you about you. And therefore I tell you that the community that we form, we must all realize that humanity is one's only religion. Breath, one's only prayer, which we will be doing in Kriya Yoga. And consciousness, one's only God. Those who don't want to breathe need not pray with us. Those who don't accept themselves as human beings need not join our community, humanity. So it's community, humanity is very small at the moment in this frame of definition. But in truth, in fact, it is the whole of the human race. We have a following, we have a group of like-minded people of fact-minded people of 6,200,000,000 people. That's our database, warehousing database. 6,200,000,000, that's the population of the people on earth. And therefore, anything less than this would create a cult. Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam are all cults. But humanity is not a cult. Humanity is the existence of souls on this earth who want to realize the true nature of their being. With this, I will begin to give you the empowerment, the initiation into the Babaji's Kriya Yoga. Initiation, every time you get, it helps your life energy to flow and assists in the expansion of your consciousness. It assists in the expansion of your consciousness.